And your personality creates your personal reality. So it means then, if you want to change your personal reality, your life, that means you got to change your personality. You got to start thinking about what you've been thinking about and change it. You got to become conscious of your unconscious habits and behaviors and modify them. And then you have to look at certain emotions that keep you anchored to the past and ask the most important question. Do these emotions belong in my future? And the problem with those survival emotions is they're like a narcotic. They're like a drug. They give the brain and body a rush of energy. And people over time become addicted to the very rush of those survival chemicals. And they use the people and problems in their life and in their past to reaffirm their addiction to that emotion. That means they need the bad job. They need the poor relationship. They need the bad memories because it makes them feel something. So then,
even though it's not a good feeling,
that means they become addicted to the life they don't even like. And this is why change is so hard. So then, just like an addict overcoming a drug, when people start to change, they have to go through these periods where they're in the withdrawal. But the next question is, what thoughts do you want to fire and wire in your brain? Close your eyes and begin to review those thoughts. What behaviors do you want to change or demonstrate in one day? And the act of closing your eyes and rehearsing your behaviors. The latest research in neuroscience says that you begin to change your brain to look like that experience has already happened. In other words, you're installing the neurological hardware in your brain, and if you keep doing it over and over again, the hardware becomes a software program. What does that mean? You start acting like a happy person. Why? There's no magic there. You installed the circuits. You start thinking in more unlimited ways because you put those in place. And now here's the tough part. Can you teach your body emotionally what that future is going to feel like before it's made manifest? That means you can't wait for your healing to feel gratitude and wholeness. You can't wait for your wealth to feel abundance and worthiness. You can't wait for the mystical moment to feel awe. That's the old model of reality of cause and effect. That's Newtonian physics. But the new model of reality, the quantum model of reality, is about causing an effect, which means the moment you start feeling gratitude and whole, your healing begins. The moment you start feeling worthy and abundant, you're generating wealth. The moment you're in awe of life, you're going to have a mystical experience. So then, your body is your unconscious mind. It does not know the difference between an actual experience in your life that creates an emotion and an emotion that you can create by thought alone. So the body is believing it's living in that future reality in the present moment. And what's the significance of that? As I said, the latest research in genetics says genes don't create disease. It's the environment that signals the gene that creates change. Well, if the end product of an experience in the environment is an emotion, the moment you embrace an elevated emotion, you're signaling the gene ahead of the environment. Now, what do genes do? Genes make proteins, and what are proteins responsible for? The structure or function of your body, and the expression of proteins is the expression of life. And if you keep knocking on that genetic door over and over again, you are going to begin to upregulate the genes for health, and you're going to downregulate the genes for disease, and all of a sudden you're going to wake up in your dream and realize that you're a different person.